broadcast booth here, about to start the third game of our quadruple header here at day 2 of the AA state tournament, as it'll be the Casper Oilers taking on the Sheridan Troopers. A 1 versus 4 matchup here in the winner's bracket. As I'm Aaron Poling. Shortly, I'll be joined by Jake Nichols as you are listening to the Big Country Properties pregame show. We make it happen, brought to you by Bobby Dolezal. We come back, we'll have your El Paso All-American Mexican Girls scene set for today's game. You're watching the AA state tournament, brought to you by our good friends at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dolezal, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It is time for the El Paso All-American and Mexican Girls scene set for today's matchup. And this is the first game of the winner's bracket, as these two teams are going to look to continue on, as it is a double elimination game. So you win your first two, you are in a great spot to make it to that final day. As you bring Jake Nichols into the Union Broadcast Booth. And Jake, what do you think between these two teams?
I think Casper better watch out. They barely slipped by the Hawks. It was Cheyenne Hawks?
It was Laramie.
Laramie in their first game. And I think Sheridan's playing with a chip on their shoulder in this tournament. It's Cheyenne, post six this, post six that. Troopers came in as the top seed, and they're going to prove why.
That has been your El Paso All-American and Mexican Girls scene set for today's game, as when we come back, we'll have an interview with Cody Beers on our pregame coaches show, brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency on the Big Country Properties pregame show.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts, or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop. Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Here with Cody Beers. He is the public relations specialist with WYDOT, as well as a member of the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition and a big fan of American Legion Baseball, of course. Cody, you were the state chairman for a number of years, and here we are at state tournament time, and of course, our state tournament broadcast brought to everybody by people at the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition and Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. And Cody, you know, Wyoming is unique in the fact that it's not irregular to travel 4 hours one way to a game. So really getting the word out there to buckle up those seatbelts and make sure you arrive not only at the game safe, but back home safe. It's really important to get that word out there.
Well, when you talk baseball from people around the region, across the country, that road trip emphasis in Wyoming, it's very difficult for people to understand because you're right. I mean, it's common to climb in a bus with your kids if you're a Legion coach in Wyoming and, you know, drive from Powell to Green River or Douglas to Cheyenne and back. I mean, Douglas to Cody and back. Long drives, good baseball, but then that road trip home requires a lot of Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, and a lot of sunflower seeds for the coach, because often the coach has to drive the team to the game, coach the doubleheader, and then drive back home while the players are sleeping. So it's long road trips. It's good baseball, but that's life in Wyoming, and we embrace it. I mean, we are in state tournament season. Just had a walk-off of Cheyenne beat Jackson in the C state championship game. And so, I mean, it's an exciting time of the year, and I'd just like to encourage everyone to, get there safely by buckling your seatbelt, and then get back home safely by buckling that seatbelt. Every ride, every time, it's that important.
So, as a former chairman of American Legion Baseball, what does tournament time mean to you?
Well, tournament time is, the culmination of everything that starts back in January or February for these teams. The preseason work in the winter, getting up, scraping your windows, heading into the indoor practice facility and doing your work in the preseason for that short 2-month season, basically, May, June into July, often, 2 to 3 month season in Wyoming. So a lot of preparation, both from a administrative standpoint and a coaching standpoint, and of course from a fundraising standpoint, because American Legion Baseball is kind of pay to play venue in Wyoming. So people, they don't understand that all this effort goes in before the season, after the season. They just see the regular season games and then state tournament games being played. So just know that, these towns, the town teams, the coaches, the boards, most of it volunteer, even though the coaches are paid somewhat. Some teams don't pay their coaches in Wyoming, and I give a tip of the hat to those people. But it just creates a lot of admiration from guys like me who've been doing this thing for 20, 30 years. To keep baseball alive in Wyoming, it's a big deal, and these towns support their kids, and the businesses support their kids, and it wouldn't be possible for you guys to be broadcasting it without the support of all the sponsors, the advertisers, the families, and of course your radio stations. So we appreciate everything that you guys are about, and we appreciate this group of folks in Wyoming that loves baseball and keeps it going from year to year.
You talked a little bit about how important it is for the players and the coaches, of course, to buckle up every ride, every time. But also the unsung heroes of this whole thing are the parents. I mean, they're traveling by themselves. They're putting their hard-earned money into hotel rooms and giving up their weekends to go and support their players. Can we talk a little bit about the dedication that we see from the people that are not inside the dugout, but instead it's the people that fill up the stands?
Well, that goes without saying that these parents are dishing out hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to see their sons play American Legion baseball, to watch, to help, to bring an extra case of water or Gatorade along and just support what these teams are trying to accomplish. And that's a possible trip to the regional at the A level, and of course at AA, the Legion World Series. It's a big commitment by families, by kids, by parents, all across Wyoming, from Jackson to Gillette to Cheyenne to Wheatland, down in the southwest corner to Evanston, up in the central part of the state where Lander has rejoined Legion Baseball, on up to Powell and Lovell. I mean, it's just a big commitment, and so everybody comes together. I've heard more of the idea that people are renting houses together, staying together even in these tournaments, because, man, it is a big hit on the wallet every year. And for kids to keep playing baseball, there's an opportunity to play after high school for some of these kids. But for the most part, I mean, this is their opportunity to play a great game, build friends for life, and travel Wyoming and see the sights. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by being safe, buckling that seatbelt, making sure that we all arrive safely to and from, these games, these tournaments, watching out for each other and communicating and, just being safe. And that's really what it's about. I mean, go out, compete at the highest level, and then return home safely to your regular life, but use your skills you've built in baseball. That translates very well to football, basketball, wrestling, swimming, the gamut of high school sports. Baseball, while it's not a high school sanctioned sport in Wyoming, is still a really big deal. If you talk to college recruiters and people interested in recruiting that multi-sport athlete that has many different skills, baseball plays a big role in that.
That is Cody Beers with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Cody, thank you so much for your support. Without you guys, we definitely could not be broadcasting these state tournaments. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Well, just ask the people every time, every ride, when you climb in that vehicle, click that seatbelt. And whether you're going to the store, whether you're going to a baseball game or a tournament clear across the state, be safe and watch out and drive defensively, because this time of year there's a lot of people out there on the road. So let's take care of each other and, go Wyoming baseball.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It looks like we are ready to go as we're going to head to the top of the first inning. But first, let's get some Ellingford brothers keys to today's matchup.
Wyoming is unique.
As we go to Jake Nichols for that. Jake, what do you think are some of the keys to today's game?
Well, I mean, how many times do we say a team has to jump out to a quick start? But it's more so with Casper. I think they have to put a scare into Sheridan early to have a chance. And meanwhile, like the flip side of that is these Sheridan troopers, just have to make sure they don't let a team hang around. This is the top seed, and they got to act like it. They got a good left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there goes my scorecard.
Uh-oh.
As the wind, as you can tell here by my flutteriness, that the wind is blowing here real hard. It's coming straight into our booth, so that's coming straight from center field, as it'll be a very, very interesting development to see how the wind affects this game. As on the mound, for it looks like the Troopers are the home team. On the mound for them will be Avon Barney, the lefty, tall lefty at that, as he will start for the Sheridan Troopers as they continue their quest as the 1 seed. The 4 seed Casper Oilers, they'll be the road team in their blue uniforms with Casper font across the chest, with gray pants. The Sheridan Troopers in their all whites with red sleeves. As Barney into the motion, Tyler Horton leads off. First pitch is a strike. Horton, Cole Hamrick, Trevor Stowe, Michael Greer, Dylan Gano, Tyler Ormsmith, Avon Barney, Troy Waugh, and Riley Green is a lineup for these Casper Oilers. As the 0-1's called a strike, 0-2. As Barney's wasting very little time. Back to the bump. Gets the sign into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. As Barney gets him on 3 pitches.
Pexton saw 3 pitches, but that's all he did is see them. Bystander on that one.
Nasty.
Number 11, Brett Gifford.
As that'll bring up Brent Gifford, First pitch is a ball. Barney is human, apparently. 1-0. Into the windup, the 1-0 is low, 2-0.
Interesting. Everything away to Pexton to lead off, and 2 pitches in to Gifford, both right-handers for Casper.
As Barney into the motion, the 2-0. The strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Barney kicks, delivers a 2-0 pitch. That's high, 3-1. I was going to say it's very rare to see a pitcher dot 3 pitches in a row and then come back, walk the next batter, as Hamrick is trying to force that to happen. The pitch, it's inside for a ball.
Very close, but Barney didn't get it. Takes a little walk to cool his jets. Now he's got to work from the stretch with a runner on.
Now batting, number 23, second baseman for the Oilers, Caden Wilcox.
Wilcox had a good day yesterday. See if he can stay hot.
It's fouled straight back. So that's Kobe Pexton with the leadoff. Brett Gifford on first. Had the wrong side of my lineup card.
Healthy cut at that first pitch he saw. Wilcox fouled it away, fastball away. He's not afraid to take his licks.
As we talked about in the prior game, the pitchers that kind of roll that ball in their hands. Barney does the same thing as he's going to first this time. Runners back in time.
Yeah, those lefties give you a tough move. You've got to be sure if you're on first. Are they coming to first or are they coming home? And when they dangle that right leg in the air, you sometimes don't know. Yeah, he is doing the ball spinning.
Sometimes lefties go home and to first at the same time as that pitch is high. Ball 1, 1-1.
Yes, they do. Lefties can go everywhere all at once, it seems. Lefties are an oddity, but yeah, they're always in danger of balking.
They're an oddity, but it never gets called, it seems like, as the 1-1 swung on and fouled straight back.
Paxton again, or rather Wilcox with a pretty good, healthy cut at that. Just missed, just under it.
Gifford, the runner on first. He drew a walk. 1-2 the count. As Wilcox steps back in. Spartan checks the runner. The 1-2 runner goes, pitches low, and that's going to be a stolen base as the catcher was unable to field that cleanly.
Wall was trying for the backhand and spring up, but he just didn't come up with the ball.
It's a tough pitch to throw on if you're the catcher, as that pitch was low and away. 2-2 the count. As Wilcox steps back in. The pitch is low and outside, 3-2. If you remember back to yesterday, Wilcox was kind of the driving force behind the offense for this Casper team, as he was able to score from second base on a strikeout.
Seemed like he was always in the mix and everything.
As we're going to get time called by the batter as Barney comes set.
Credit the Oilers for being aggressive. Stolen base right here in the first inning. We haven't seen much of that in this tournament, but they know they're up against the top seed. They got to put it all out there.
Barney comes set, the payoff pitch. Swung on and tipped, and the catcher was unable to hold on to it, so he'll reset and do it again.
Barney looked upset that Watt didn't hold on to that. So close to the strikeout. Wilcox got a tiny piece of that.
Barney steps back in. Working from the middle of the rubber. 3-2 again. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, off the glove. It's going to ricochet to Stowe. He fires across, and they got him just by a half step. That's a great job by Trevor Stowe to stay with that pitch, as that was a tough one.
I want to say that was Hamrick from short, Aaron, unless you saw it different.
I might have. I thought that was I thought that ball definitely went to the second baseman.
Oh yeah, it was headed towards Stowe at second, but Hamrick came all the way over like a rocket on the second base side of second from his shortstop position. I think he made the play.
You could be right. Regardless, though, Sheridan will take it no matter who made the play, as the first pitch to Saxton Smith is fouled away. 0-1.
But the ground ball indeed slowed down and ricocheted by Barney, which made it challenging for anyone.
The pitch is high for a ball. 1-1. Saxton Smith steps back in, looking for a little better day, as he wore the golden sombrero yesterday, as that one plunks him.
Yeah.
Doesn't look thrilled about that.
No, he's a little upset. I thought it was a breaking ball. It was moving into him.
It definitely did look like a breaking ball.
Yeah.
Fortunately, coming from a lefty, it's not easy to get out of. So runners in the corners, 2 outs for Hunter Hoke, as he'll play first base in today's ball game. Big opportunity here for Hoke.
And we mentioned breaking ball or fastball because obviously the breaking ball is not going to hit you as hard, but tell that to Smith.
First pitch high, ball 1.
Well,
nobody likes to get hit.
No. Barney's thrown right into the fire here, Avon Barney.
As he comes set, holds at the waist. The pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. 1-1.
Good pitch. Fastball away, down. Not usually going to get hurt bad there, but Houck got a good piece of it.
As Barney looks in, gets the sign. He's going to pick off to first. The lefty on the mound, they don't see that runner at third base. A good opportunity. Bryce Harper loves to do this in the major leagues with the Phillies, and when they pick off to first, try to steal home. As Barney comes set. The 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1.
Yeah, Barney's not looking over there at all. Most left-handers don't see a reason to. It's up to his dugout to start yelling if they see anybody going like Gifford.
As that 2-1 is high.
Boy, Barney puts his arms up. You don't want to show up an umpire, but I agree. If that missed, I don't know how.
Probably just a touch up. 3-1 the count. It's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back as that ball comes careening off the net. As that ball with some force off the net halfway down the third baseline.
I mean, Barney threw it hard. I mean, that's a 3-1 fastball. You're taking a little bit off to aim it, but that ball had some pace.
As Barney comes set, the runner on first will go. Smith, the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball above the zone. As Barney dances out of trouble there. You're listening to the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and up on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. In the middle of the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. Thank you for joining us. 0-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as moved to the bottom of the first inning between the Casper Oilers and the Sheridan Troopers, as it will be the Troopers' turn to bat. They'll lead off Tyler Horton, followed by Cale Hamrick, Trevor Stowe in the 3 spot, Michael Greer cleaning up. Dylan Gano will bat 5th. Tyler Armsmith will play first base, batting 6th. Avon Barney, the pitcher, bats 7th. Troy Waugh, batting 8th, will do the catching. And Riley Green, out in left field, will bat 9th. Let's meet the defensive alignment for Casper as Lachlan behind the plate. As it's Trevor Stokes on the mound, he'll get the start. Smith, Pexton, Wilcox, Hawk, across the infield from left to right. Gifford and Nichols and DePorter in the outfield from left to right.
It's a little early to say a missed crucial opportunity, but against a top seed like Sheridan, Casper cannot leave men on base. They can't threaten and not push runs across, and they're going to miss. Anytime they miss a chance to score like they did in that first, it's going to hurt you.
Sometimes when you run into a good pitcher, if you don't get him in that first inning or that first opportunity, you might not get another one.
Another good point, yes.
Stokes, the righty, works from the windup. First pitch to Horton is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Stokes wastes very little time, gets the ball back. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball into left field as Gifford's going to make a couple steps back. He's going to put that one away for out number 1.
Played it well. He was fairly shallow, but you can do that. Wind blowing in from left field, so it's going to hang for you. Gifford knew that and was right where he needed to be.
Brett Gifford for out number 1.
They'll bring up Cale Hamrick, the shortstop.
Now batting for Sheridan, number 2. Cale Hamrick.
There's a little blue stripe down the side of the uniforms for the Sheridan Troopers. Haven't ever noticed that before. Here comes the first pitch to Hamrick. A breaking ball, the inside corner, 0-1.
Good one. Tough way to start at bat if you're Hamrick. Eesh, that was a good pitch. Hamrick, another all-state selection for this Sheridan team.
Stokes takes a step that left foot, kicks, delivers. The 0-1's a chopper to the first baseman. As he bobbles it, flips it over to first. That's a great job there by Stokes getting over to cover the play, and Hawk just knocking it down as Stokes get over to cover first for out number 2.
Really good play by Stokes and a good pitch by Stokes. He jammed Hamrick, who's a good hitter. He fooled him on the first pitch curve and then got in his kitchen with a second pitch fastball in the hands.
They'll bring up Trevor Stowe.
Number 1 for the Troopers. Second baseman Trevor Stowe.
Bat third, playing second. As Stoke steps off, makes his way up the hill as he is ready to go for the third batter of the contest. Kicks and delivers. The 0-0 was a breaking ball in the dirt.
This kid Stowe at the plate is a baller, and he is their ace. He's being saved for a possible showdown with the Sixers.
As that's hit on the ground towards the third baseman, Smith. Fields fires it across for out number 3 as the Troopers go 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning. This is the first half inning they didn't score on offense. As you're listening to the AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by our good friends Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth as the Kazine's Ace fan cam. The legacy continues 1-1 to the batter, Nielsen, as that pitch is high, 2-1. As the Oilers have really made Barney work in his inning plus so far. 2-1 pitch. It's high, 3-1.
They have, and the Oilers were given a shot in the arm with that 1-2-3 inning. We'll see if it catches the bats on fire here.
2-2 pitch. Just misses. That was actually a 3-1. Leadoff walk for the DH Sawyer Nichols, or excuse me, Sawyer Nielsen, as I combine him and Jack Nichols due up next.
Now batting is number 3, center fielder for the Oilers, Jack Nichols.
Looks like Sheridan's anticipating a bunt as the third baseman, Greer, moves in. He's playing on the grass. Nielsen, the runner on first, has a medium lead. The pitch. Inside, ball 1.
Casper enjoyed a 30-21 regular season, kind of average by their standards. Sheridan 42-20 in the regular season, secured the top seed here with a final regular season game win over the Sixers.
The 1-0. It's just off the inside corner.
I guess these are inside from our angle, but yeah, they look good. Barney thinks they look good. The only guy who doesn't is the one in black behind the catcher.
As Barney comes set. 2-0 pitch. Is outside, 3-0.
That plate has shrunk just a bit. Barney is saying where I got to put this thing. 3-0.
One pitch at a time. 3-0 pitch. Is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. As Nichols steps out, he's playing center field today. Ahead 3-1 the count. 3-1. Swing and a pop-up. That's slicing out of play, foul.
Can we get a little help on the foul ball, please? Really appreciate it.
Three to the count. As Barney looks in to get the sign, he comes set, holds at the waist. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He battles all the way back from 3-0 to strike out Nichols as out number 1.
Really good job by Barney. I know how frustrating it is to not get close calls, and that can really affect you, and he didn't let it. Meanwhile, Nielsen at first is like going back to the bag at every pitch. He has not figured out Barney's move yet.
First pitch strike to the catcher, Bryce Lachlan.
Nielsen again buckled, was heading back to first on the pitch delivery. So don't look for him to be running anytime soon.
Nielsen serving as a designated hitter. He's going to get back this time. Don't really anticipate him going anywhere. DHs don't steal a lot of bags. In fact, if we had to plot out the 10 positions, I'd say DH is probably going to be at the bottom.
Right there with catcher?
And maybe pitcher. But sometimes pitchers, you get your shortstop, that's a pitcher too, as an athlete, as that one misses high, 1-1. It could be a safety thing for Nielsen as well, just to make sure he gets back, because you'd hate to get picked off, even if especially if you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, which
that's roped over the head of a leaping Cale Hamrick into left field for a 1-out single for Bryce Lachlan. As that is our first hit of the ball game.
Stroked.
Brings up Dylan DePorter with Kobe Pexton on deck as he is the top of the order. As DePorter makes his way into the box. A little bit of an open stance as Barney peers in, looking for the sign. 1 out in the inning, runners on first and second. Corners are in, anticipating a bunt as we get a foul ball straight back as that clips the very top of the wall with a loud thud. 0-1.
Can't figure out, Barney seems to be able to locate that outside corner whenever he wants, but then sometimes his command eludes him.
Holds at the waist. Kicks and delivers the 0-1. It's a strike on the inside corner, 0-2. And with how tight
pitch
on the plate that the batters are, that inside strike always looks like it's inside.
You have to throw in there if you're Barney. You have to with hitters that crowd the plate like this. And I love that. Outside first pitch, in with a second.
Comes that 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Out on 3 pitches.
Speaking of out on 3 pitches, Pexton saw 3 to lead off the game, and that's all he saw as he comes up here top of the order. But that was masterful by Barney. Out, in, out. Just how they teach it.
2 down in the top of the second inning. Barney looking to work out of a jam here, first and second. To the leadoff hitter, Pexton. Kicks and delivers. That pitch is outside.
Yeah.
1-0.
And that's what I mean. It's just he's so located, locked in, and then he misses oddly way outside to a guy who gave him no trouble last time around. So
seems like maybe his misses are overthrows. That's kind of where he misses up and away.
Could be.
He comes set, holding at the waist, the 1-0 pitch. Swing on the ground of the shortstop, Hamrick. He flips, fires, goes the short way to Stowe, as that is out number 3 in the inning, as you are enjoying AA baseball brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. More from the Union Broadcast booth after this.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Well, welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the AA tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, as it's the Sheridan Troopers taking on the Casper Oilers. In a 0-0 ball game on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, as the Casper Oilers, they've threatened a couple times, unable to score. The Troopers went 1-2-3 in that first inning, as they will send to the plate Michael Greer, Dylan Gano, and Tyler Ormsmith.
The longer Casper can keep this game tied and scoreless, the better their chances. We talked about it in the pregame. Keys to the game that the Troopers got to put these guys away. Don't let them hang around.
Yeah, if you let the dog hang around, sometimes the dog bites. So I'm sure the Troopers want to get out ahead of this one, but
yeah,
they're pitching. Excuse me, go ahead.
Oilers did the same thing yesterday. They've shown that they're very comfortable playing a close game, and they just bide their time. And they'll get you, yeah. They hang around in the tall grass like the snake, and they'll bite you. I mean, they're no pushover like, maybe a Rock Springs. Sheridan knows they're going to be in a game today.
Trig Behrens was an absolute buzzsaw on the mound for Casper yesterday, and it looks like Stokes is feeling the same way as he goes 1-2-3 the top of the first, as he is about to start his work in the top of the second. Kicks, delivers. First pitch strike with a breaking ball, 0-1.
Nice. Took a little off. Yeah, I mean, short sample size, but he looks very good, Stokes.
Looks in, gets the sign. Kicks, delivers. The 0-2 is in the dirt. That's a great stop behind the plate by the catcher, Lachlan.
Yeah, a lot of times with nobody on, catchers won't even just wave a glove at something like that, but he did block it.
Stokes looks in, gets the sign. Back to work, the 1-1. It's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
Smith well off the bag at third, not anticipating Greer can pull Stokes.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside as that dusts the chalk up in that left-handed batter's box with a breaking ball, 2-2.
Yeah, balls. We have a ball chute here where the next balls are going to come out, and they're supposed to stay in the chute, but they end up popping out, and they're in the field of play here behind the plate.
It's a good catch there by the first base umpire. I'd really hate to see Lachlan going back for a pop-up and step on one of those.
Yeah.
2-2 the count. We're in the top of the second inning. It's the pitch. It hits him. As we get our first base runner of the game in the form of Michael Greer for the Sheridan Troopers.
Greer had plenty of time to get out of the way of that breaking ball, but just didn't want to. Took the pitch on the arm.
It's a little easier when you're wearing that elbow pad.
Yeah.
It's a good reason to wear one. This brings up bring up Dylan Gano. As the Sheridan Troopers, they are not afraid to bunt with anybody in their lineup, as the Oilers are anticipating that. First pitch swinging is a ground ball back up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman, Wilcox is short for one on the first for the double play. Marked out Wilcox to Pexton to Hawk. 4-6-3 tailor-made. 2 outs in the inning.
That was tailor-made. Sharply hit to the middle of the infield. I mean, Greenough Groom stroked it, but right at the second baseman, Wilcox, who that's twice now they've turned one. Looking sharp. I mean, the middle infield of Sheridan is legendary with Stowe at second. And is it Wilcox? Or not Wilcox.
It's Stowe and, Stowe and Hamrick for Sheridan.
Those two up the middle are as good as it gets, but Casper is showing, hey, we can play some ball up the middle.
Paxton and Wilcox look pretty smooth there as the first pitch misses. 1-0 to the batter, Ormsmith, as the 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1. On the mound, if you're Stokes, that has to give you a lot of confidence knowing your defense is locked in.
Yeah, huge.
Comes the 1-1 pitch. It's low for a ball. 2-1. I've noticed Stokes after every pitch, he'll get the ball, walk down off the back of the mound, walk back up, as that's his pre-pitch routine. He does it every single pitch.
Hmm.
Here comes the 2-1. breaking ball that was up high, fouled straight back.
Got away with one. You don't want to leave it up there, but the timing, just it being slower, Ormsmith didn't have a time. You're right. He's got a routine of walking off that back of the mound. A lot of pitchers have something they do between pitches, tug at their pants or something that's always the same. They're probably not even aware they do it.
Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs in the second inning as a breaking ball gets him looking.
Good
pitch.
pitch.
Nasty. And that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the second inning as you are listening to AA Baseball, brought to you by our good friends at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. We are about to start the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning as Barney back to work for his third inning of work. Misses that fastball just off the plate to Brett Gifford, who walked his first time up as we start the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning with the ball just off the outside of the plate.
Gifford hasn't seen a strike yet.
There's the first strike as he sees a breaking ball in the outside corner, 1-1. As Barney looks in, gets the sign, steps out with that left foot. It's the pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back.
Maybe Barney's settling in here. Remember, he started the game with a 3-pitch strikeout of Pexton, then threw 4 straight balls to this kid. Looks like he's settling in a little better.
As he kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Just misses. 2-2. He's not missing by much when he does miss.
No, he's not wild. He's just, I don't know. Doesn't have quite his command.
As that pitch misses low, and that looked like it bounced up and got a bite of the umpire.
I know Sheridan, no matter who's up, plays pretty straight away in the field. The infielders, average depth, right where you would expect them. Outfield, pretty straight away. They rarely shift on anybody.
Little confab on the mound between Waugh and Barney as it's over. Barney climbs back up on the hill. 3-2 the count. Into the windup. The pitch is low as Barney walks. Gifford for the second time today as a leadoff walk.
Sometimes there's just that guy you can't throw to. Barney at 49 pitches, and there is action on the Trooper bullpen. So we'll keep an eye on him for a pitch count, maybe 60. Not sure how they want to play it on the Sheridan side.
As this brings up Caden Wilcox, hit into a 1-6-3 ground out the first time up off of the pitcher. As a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Off the pitcher to the shortstop over to first.
That was a good curve. Wilcox, I think he's first pitch swinging if he sees dead red fastball. He didn't and just couldn't swing there, but he's an aggressive hitter.
Long look to the third base coach. Here comes the pitch. Runner goes. That's on the ground. Fielded by Hamrick. He's going to go to first for the out, as I do believe that the runner going is why the next hitter, Saxton Smith, will get to bat with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and a good play by Hamrick. Never even looked at second. He just automatically knew that I don't have a play there. All he thought about was throwing to first. Made a good play.
Brings up Saxton Smith. Hit by a pitch his first time up. As Barney gets the sign. First pitch to Smith is low. It gets away from the catcher, Waugh. As that's going to move the runner 90 feet away from home.
Exactly what you didn't want to have happen if you're Sheridan and Barney, because now a lot of things obviously get that runner in, Gifford, including another one of what we just saw. Wild pitch, pass ball.
Corners are in. Middle infield is at medium depth. Got to anticipate the corners will come home. As that pitch nearly hits Smith, man.
It did get him. Second time? Well, he thinks it did. The umpire doesn't. Ooh. Smith would know. He would feel it. He took off the shin guard and said, I got hit. The ump said, I don't know about that. And now, first base coach coming down to have a chat with the ump saying, didn't my guy get hit again? And he wants him to appeal. Maybe there's a better angle. I don't know who has a better look at it than the home umpire, though. But yeah, maybe a different angle, but home umpire is not even going to look down there. So just a ball.
2-0 to Smith. He's had 5 plate appearances so far in the tournament as Barney. Into the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. And in those 5 appearances for Smith, he struck out 4 times yesterday and he got plunked today. As it's been a real tough start to the tournament for him.
He's wondering why he got on the bus, but a chance to be a hero here, drive in the go-ahead first run of the game.
It's the great thing about baseball is no matter what happened in your last at-bat, you have an opportunity to drive in the go-ahead run here in the top of the Uinta Iron Vision third inning. The pitch is high, 3-1.
Barney trying to backdoor curve and didn't have a lot of bite on it. He's electing to go from the windup, which means Gifford gets a running start at third. Will it matter? We'll see.
As Barney looks in. Agrees on the side, and the 3-1 pitch is low.
Good stop by Waugh. Gifford wants to get to that dish.
I thought it was 3-1. Apparently it's now 3-1. So I thought he got hit by the 1-0 pitch would make it 2-0. As swinging a line drive down the left field line.
Yeah, Smith just couldn't hold back on that off-speed pitch inside. All he could do was yank it, but he's been on everything Barney's throwing. Even when he fouls it off, you can tell he's timed it up.
As Barney looks in, gets the sign. The payoff pitch is low as Smith draws a walk.
Good at bat. Smith was going to end up on first. He thought earlier than now with being hit, but either way, he's there.
And with that, we are going to get a mound visit, possible pitching change.
We may get the change because Barney's at 56, and there is action in the pen. He's a valuable lefty you might want to save till later in the week, but there's no saving if you don't win one.
It's a good opportunity to go out and talk to him. So I'm get a deep breath as the umpire starts his trot out there. Looks like he's about to break up the conversation.
Yeah, he's not giving him a whole lot of time. He knows this is to get a bullpen pitcher ready, and he's going to say, hey, make the move or not. Now they break it.
And just as you get out there, the huddle breaks.
Batting for the Oilers.
This brings up Hunter Hawk, 0 for 1. Thank you for joining us here on mylocalradio.com as this is the third game of a quadruple header here today, as earlier in the day, Laramie eliminated Rock Springs. So here comes the pitch. A bunt as it's right back to the pitcher. They go to first as that's going to move the runner up. They held the runner at third as it looked like a safety squeeze attempt to no avail.
Yeah, That Gifford would have been dead at home. Good job by Barney to look him back. There's no chance for Gifford to score on that. It was a good bump, but a little too hard. It got to Barney quickly, and he took one look at Gifford, and Gifford was not going to risk it. And now they'll take the ball from him.
Put out is his last pitch of the game, as we're going to go to a commercial break. You're listening to the AA State Tournament, brought to you by our good friends at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, as we introduce Tyler Risen as the new pitcher. Couple of moves in the outfield as well, as he's going to be a righty facing Sawyer Nielsen, who walked his last time up. As Risen comes set. His first pitch of the game is a breaking ball and a good one into the zone for a strike.
Real good one. Book not closed on Barney. He's got 2 runners that are his responsibility. 2 2/3, 1 hit. Walks with a problem. 4 with 4 strikeouts.
That was Rising. Back to the mound. The 0-1. Another breaking ball in the outside corner. 0-2.
2 really good curveballs.
As Rising comes set. Kicks the 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball. It's poked in the left field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold the runner at third, as the runner's going to go to second, not paying attention, and he's going to get in there. That's a great base running there by Nielsen, as he comes through with an RBI single.
Clutch, Nielsen, and maybe Risen went one too many times to the well. 2 beautiful curves. Not a bad one on that third pitch either. Risen just went out and got it.
As Gifford scores, Saxton Smith all the way to third base. This brings up Jack Nichols. 0 for 1 with a K.
Saw yesterday, he will go the other way if you throw him hard. He'll go to right.
Kicks, delivers the pitch, the curveball outside, ball 1.
Interesting. I saw Risen warm up. He threw maybe 1 or 2 curves, all fastballs warming up. Barely thrown any.
Hasn't thrown one yet.
Yeah. He's got a good fastball.
Kicks and delivers the 1-0. As there it is. That's low, 2-0.
Boy, the Oilers have to feel good about this, playing the top seed Sheridan Troopers, and they're up 1-0 here in the third.
On the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard in the UNT Vision third inning, as Risen worked from that first base side of the rubber. Comes set. The pitch is a strike down at the knees on the outside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, you got to take that if you're Nichols and hope it's a ball. Tough pitch to do anything with.
Still in a hitter's count, 2-1. As Risen comes set. A little bit of a close stance on the mound. The pitch. It's that breaking ball low. That's a great take there from Nichols.
Yeah, Risen's got a good breaking ball, a good feel for it. I wonder if he isn't overusing it, but we'll see. Hitter's count now.
As he comes set. Holds. Kicks, deals the 3-1 pitch. Is a fastball in the outside corner for strike 2.
Looked like Nichols was taking all the way. Now he's got to be ready.
If you're Rising, do you go breaking ball here?
I think so. He's so good with it. He seems he can place it whenever he wants to.
Looks in, gets the sign. Kicks, delivers the payoff pitch. That's a fastball low for ball 4. The bases are loaded for Bryce Lachlan, who is 1 for 1 in the contest.
If I'm Lachlan, I do the unconventional, and I look first pitch curve here. Risen doesn't want to throw the fastball. He's only thrown 1 for a strike. I'm going to just guess curve and jump this first pitch.
Bases are loaded. Force out at any bag, including the plate, as Rising steps off.
He and Waugh not on the same page with that.
Runner on third, Saxton Smith. He walked. Runner on second is Sawyer Nielsen with an RBI single. Runner on first is Jack Nichols with the walk. First pitch curveball, 0-1. As I nearly called Jack Nichols, Jake Nichols. Jake Nichols, you called that one.
Yeah, I would have been looking for that first pitch curve. Risen much more comfortable throwing that pitch. But as a hitter, you don't expect it to get it on your very first pitch. You haven't also seen one yet, so you don't know how much it's breaking.
As Rising looks in. Gets the sign. The pitch. Swung on, line drive down the right field line, slicing foul.
Yeah, and I think maybe Lachlan was expecting another curve, got the fastball, and was very late on it, but he got good barrel on it. I don't know what you do now if you're Rising other than be careful.
Looks in, gets the sign. Lachlan, the hitter, chokes up on the bat, looking to punch one through. Rising comes set. The 0-2 is low. Good stop behind the plate by Waugh. 1-2.
Good stop, good take by Lachlan. 1-2. Now you would have to think Rising comes back to his go-to pitch with a curve, but you can't afford to really look for anything with 2 strikes.
Rising looks in. Gets the sign. The pitch is a breaking ball. Gets away for the moment from Waugh, but not far enough, as he does a really good job of slowing that ball down and keeping it nearby.
Waugh has kept this game 1-0 twice now. Good blocks.
2-2 the count. As Rising steps back on the mound. Lachlan steps back into the box. He rests that bat on his right shoulder. Rising comes set. He starts to wiggle it above that right shoulder as Rising's going to step off and think about it. Jake, you have to imagine he wants to get him right here. You don't want to go 3-2 with the bases loaded.
Lachlan with that choke up, though, it looks like a guy who's going to be hard to get him to swing and miss.
As Rising comes set. 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball, and he lays off. That's a great take as they appeal to first.
Tantalizing. Lachlan just did hold back. Now, if you're Rising, you don't trust your fastball. Your curve is really good. You just about got Lachlan. What do? Payoff pitch, runner's going.
Rising comes set. 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. It got away from the catcher. It will be a walk. As that's an RBI for Lachlan.
And an unusual pitching sequence. Rising just cannot locate the fastball, and maybe that's not his number one pitch. And he's been low with it a bunch. He tried it there, 3-2, and again, he's struggling throwing the heater.
This brings up Dylan DePorter. 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard in the top of the UNTI Envision third inning. Rising comes set. First pitch to DePorter is a strike, swung on and missed. 0-1 as he got him with a fastball in the outside corner.
Yeah, Rising's got to throw water on this fire. Top of the order is next. He needs to quiet things right now with a 2-0 deficit. Keep it reasonable.
Rising comes set. Holds at the chest. The pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner. 0-2.
That's a good curve, but now DePorter has seen it. Rising's got to be careful not to try anything wicked and throw it to the backstop with a runner at third.
He was 0-2 in his last at-bat. As Rising comes set. The pitch. The breaking ball lifted into left field. The left fielder, Green, moves over as he catches that one, as that is the end of the top of the third inning as the Oilers push across 2. We go to the bottom of the third. You are enjoying AA Baseball, brought to you by our good friends at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back inside the Union Broadcast booth as you are watching AA State Baseball online at mylocalradio.com as 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Casper Oilers with the early lead on the Sheridan Troopers as the 4 seed taking on the 1 seed today. The 4 seed in the lead as the Oilers. And you know, Jake, Trevor Stokes on the mound has looked really, really good.
He's like very good. He's got some sparkling play behind him. I noticed between innings, head coach over the Sheridan side of things gathered the troops before they grabbed their sticks. And I can tell you almost word for word what he said. He said, you know, you guys come into this tournament as a top seed. You're playing an underdog. If you needed a wake-up call, take a look at the scoreboard. You got one. You're down 2-0. Wake up. Let's get it going.
As Avon Barney will be the batter to try to do so. Actually, let me check.
Barney a chance to help himself. He started this game, hit a pitch count, worked 2 2/3. He struggled with his command a little bit. See how Stokes handles a left-hander.
Game changer still has Barney on the mound. Well, he'll step to the plate, looks to bunt. He's going to drop a bunt down. That's a beautiful one. They're going to let it roll.
Got to.
It rolls foul. That's the only play. That's a great bunt there. Just rolled an inch foul.
Yes, it did. That was close.
I love that, though. Not far enough along in the game where you'd frown upon bunting without a hit, as they really need base runners.
That's a single. That one was. Nichols playing a deep center field. He was playing right yesterday.
Saxon Smith weighing on the grass. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that's tipped into the mitt for a strike, 0-2.
Yeah, Stokes got away with it. He left that up, but just the off-speedness of it had Barney out front.
Into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. It's inside, 1-2.
Competitive waste pitch, better. 0-2 hitting it better is never good, but 0-2, well off the black, that isn't bad.
The 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. As Barney looks to battle. Stokes walks back up the hill into his pre-pitch routine. Into the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, called for a strike for out number 1.
Yeah, I don't know what Barney was looking for. That was an invitation right down the middle. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Brings up the catcher, Troy Waugh. His first at-bat in the contest.
Stokes has looked good. He throws pretty hard. He'll mix in other stuff.
As that pitch is low and outside. It sounded like that took a bite out of the catcher.
Like flesh.
Lachlan.
It did. Catchers used to be taught to keep that throwing arm behind your back. You rarely see anybody do that anymore.
Stokes into the windup, kicks, delivers the 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Waugh had his right hand behind his leg that time.
As a catcher, it's got to sting even more when you get hit in the flesh with nobody on, the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, Smith charges, fields, fires it across for the out. As 2 up, 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, and Waugh did not get down the line very well, and he looks laboring. He's got something wrong with him. May have been a pre-existing, but he's not running full out at all. So Smith had more time even than he thought.
This brings up Riley Green, the left fielder. Batting from the right side. First pitch is high, ball 1.
No real pattern to Stokes either. He's kind of been everywhere. Up, down, in, out, moving it around well.
The 1-0 is a fastball dotted on the outer black, 1-1. And as a hitter, you can't really get a beat on that. That's real tough to see as he kicks, delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and tipped into the mitt, 1-2.
Pulled a string on that way out front. Yeah, just keeping hitters off stride. Nothing really in a pattern that you can pick up on.
As he kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a high chopper to third as fielded by Smith. Fires across for out number 3. As 3 up, 3 down in the inning. You're listening to the AA tournament brought to you by our good friends at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth as Rising goes back to work for his second inning of work. His first full inning of work as he got the last out of the third inning. Goes to work here in the fourth as he will face Kobe Paxton.
0 for 2 with a strikeout. Through 3, the top seed in this tournament, Sheridan Troopers firing blanks. No runs, no hits. And the Oilers' confidence growing with every inning.
We'll have a stat for you in the bottom of the third when Stokes takes the mound again, or the fourth, excuse me, his first pitch strike from Rising. 0-1 to Pexton. He struck out in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the second, as he was the lone Casper hitter not to hit in that last inning. So Rising comes set, the 0-1, swinging a ground ball down the third baseline, foul.
Good breaking ball, and Pexton was not fooled, right on it.
0-2 the count.
And we talked about Rising last inning, preferring to throw the curve, so watch these Oiler hitters start sitting on that pitch rather than the fastball.
Comes set, the 0-2. Swung on and fouled out of play. Reset, do it again.
And I think Pexton was anticipating a curve, got the fastball, and just did spoil it. Just weird backwards way to pitch and hit. When you're looking curve, reacting to fastball, that's not easy.
Rising comes set. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball high, 1-2. That's a good take right there. Colby Pexton steps back in, working from the very far back of the right-handed batter's box. Wiggles that bat above his right shoulder. Rising comes set and delivers the 1-2. Curveball on the ground softly to the third baseman. Greer, as that bounces off his wrist, past him for what I think would have been an infield single either way.
Yeah, I think Greer knew that he had to hurry so much that he just couldn't put the ball in his glove. It was hit very softly. Greer would have had to really charge it and gun, and he took it kind of tentatively.
As they ruled a hit in-house.
Yeah, he would not have thrown out Pexton.
Brings up Brett Gifford. He's walked both times up. First pitch. The breaking ball on the ground to Hamrick at short, to Stowe at second. The relay got him on a 6-4-3 double play, as the middle infield that you talked about being so legendary looked real smooth there, as they got Gifford, who moves down the line very, very well.
Pretty as it comes. Hamrick wasted no time. Ball in glove, released. Stowe with a good turn at second. I mean, that's
the key to that one.
Nice.
The kids at home watching, the key to that one at short, Hamrick, instead of standing up when he fielded it, he stayed low to fire.
Yeah.
It's the first pitch, swinging and a fly ball into center field, sending the center fielder
got
back.
a lot of it.
As that is over his head, off the wall. As he'll throw it into second, and ooh.
Oh, Wilcox with a groin buster. Stopping at second. I think he's okay.
Hopefully he's okay, because that didn't look good.
He put on the brakes in a hurry. He can fly, that kid, but I thought he had a triple out of the box. He hit that a ton. That just seemed to carry, didn't it?
The ball was crushed.
Yeah.
Especially to right center field for a right-handed hitter. Caden Wilcox has been impressive in the tournament.
He has. And what a key at bat. Even if no run comes from it, you don't let Sheridan rest even for a minute. Troopers feeling good about a double play, and Wilcox says, well, how about this? Double off the wall.
Saxton Smith steps into the box. First pitch going as he swings and he drives one to right center field, sending Hutton over as he is able to make a fine diving catch. What a play there to end the inning. Defense rules the inning as a huge twin killing clears the bases, and then a diving catch stops a run from scoring. As you are listening to AA State Baseball online at mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of the AA tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. And Jake, during the break, I promised you a stat. As Trevor Stowe hits the mound, Tyler Hutton will lead off, as he is the leadoff hitter. The first time through the order against Casper Oilers pitching, batters are 0 for 17 with a hit by pitch.
Wait a minute.
0 for 17 with a hit by pitch.
Oh, whoa.
As Barons was perfect through 4 1/3 yesterday.
Yeah.
And Stokes, the only blemish to him.
Wow.
I take that back. Instead of a hit by pitch, it was a walk. 0 for 17 with a walk.
That tells you something about why Casper is here on day 2 with a win under their belt and leading the Troopers. Pitching has been outstanding.
The first pitch is a ball low, 1-0. Into the windup, the pitch is low again.
Now, where do you put momentum now, AP? Casper has a 2-run lead, but Sheridan's all jacked up about what they did last inning defensively.
The 2-0. Swing and a ground ball that is going to be fielded by the second baseman, unable to hold on to it as Wilcox got to that ball. It was impressive just to get there. Infield single for the leadoff hitter, Tyler Hutton. As I'd kind of put it, after that double play was such a big play. I know there was a double off the wall in right center field.
Double play, then the diving catch.
Yeah, kind of put momentum back in the side of the Troopers.
The dugout was buzzing. And much like in hockey, a penalty kill and you kill off a penalty, it suddenly gives your offense a charge.
Ooh, I am here for any hockey reference you want to make, my friend. As Hutton on first, he made that diving catch out in center field as he's on base. A bunt as they're going to try to bunt down the first base line from Cale Hamrick, 0-1.
I don't like that. You're down 2. I know there's plenty of game left, but Hamrick is one of your better hitters. You can't take the bat out of his hands there with a bunt. I think you got to let him swing.
Well, the Troopers have shown they absolutely do not care who's at the dish. They will bunt.
They bunted a bunch against Rock Springs.
And I'm pretty sure Hamrick had a sacrifice bunt in the game as well. As they turn to throw over.
That might have been to see if Hamrick's squaring again. You'll see that a lot. Stokes throwing to first just to see if Hamrick tips his hand and shows bunt.
Torrey Hunter, who played for a lot of Major League teams, used to fake bunt every time the pitcher picked off when he was at bat. The 0-1 swung on and driven down the right field line. Foul.
Yeah, that shows you something. Hamrick is a very good hitter, and he was late on a fastball up and away. Normally a spot where righties love it to hammer that thing, and Stokes still throwing hard.
Saxton Smith still playing in. Don't think he believes the bunt is completely off, as Hamrick is very capable of bunting for a hit, even with 2 strikes. It's risky, but he's able to do it. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive over the head of the second baseman into right field, as Hutton's going to hit the bag and stay there. Ball gets away from the center fielder, Nichols, for the second, but it'll be runners on first and second with Trevor Stowe, as this is kind of the jolt that Sheridan needed. Maybe that double play, then diving catch is the wake-up call that the coach wanted.
Boy, that ball was hit right at Wilcox, who was playing bunched up the middle, much closer to second base than he normally would be because he's playing for a double play. He may have to cover second. So he was in the right place. He's just not the right height, as that ball just over his glove.
If he's about 6, I was going to say 4 or 5 inches taller, maybe that's a catch. But as this brings up Trevor Stowe, the 3-hole hitter, and the Oilers, they are grouting him on the first base side. They think he's going to bunt, and he swings away as that pitch is fouled away.
Yeah,
0-1.
again, situational bunt, but not the hitter that's going to bunt. You don't bunt with Stowe. I mean, you got to let him swing.
Stowe also capable of bunting for a hit, as most of this lineup is. This is a very good bunting Sheridan Troopers team.
Yeah.
The 0-1, as there's that bunt down the third baseline. That looked more like a bunt for a hit than it was a sacrifice bunt. 0-2.
Yeah, once you got yourself in an 0-2 hole and Stokes has Stowe where he wants him. I don't know that Stokes has a put-out pitch. He hasn't whiffed but, what, one?
He has 2 punch-outs to his name. Both of them are looking. So he hasn't whiffed any technically.
He's a hard thrower. He can locate. We haven't seen any wicked, crooked stuff from him.
Of course, now in baseball, that a whiff is officially a stat, and that just means swing and miss.
Yeah.
Comes set. The 0-2 to Stowe is a breaking ball off the plate.
Yeah, that was his curve. It sweeps across laterally, not a ton of drop to it, and not a lot of sharp movement. I mean, you could track it. I think he's got to come back hard and in, try to bust Stowe inside.
The pitch is a flare out to center field. Nichols on the move, and that is going to fall in for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner up, so 3 straight singles to start the top of this inning.
Yeah, Nichols did not get a good jump and not a good read on it. That ball was twisting away from him, just right in between he and DePore and right. And now Sheridan in business.
I don't think the Troopers found my stat as entertaining as you did.
They took exception.
I feel like maybe the Casper faithful are hoping I wouldn't have said anything, because this seems like an announcer's jinx big time.
Still no damage done if you're the Oilers. You still have a 2-0 lead. Bases loaded means you got to force anywhere, so you could quickly get 2 outs here, including home to first kind of a double play.
This brings up Michael Greer. He walked his first time up, was eliminated on the twin killing in the second. If you're on the mound, if you're Stokes, you still feel confident with your defense. They can twist one up behind you.
Yeah.
Or they can go unorthodox with the catcher being the pivot man.
Stokes has not thrown to a lot of ground balls. A lot of his stuff has ended up in the air. That would be normal for a power pitcher who throws mainly fastballs. Greer, a chance to be a hero.
Stokes going to work from the windup. Kicks, delivers the first pitch, tipped off the mask of Lachlan behind the plate as the umpire is going to walk out and hand this one to the pitcher. Give Lachlan a couple seconds to shake that off a bit.
Yeah, Stokes wasn't trying to fool anybody there. He just reared back and fired. There's a reason why it's called the number 1 pitch, or why the catcher puts down the 1. Should be your best pitch. It is for Stokes. That was the express.
Lachlan looks like he's no worse for wear. As he gets the sign. Into the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back, 0-2.
Same pitch, same spot. This is fastball right down the middle, and Stokes is challenging Greer to catch up to it. So far, Greer is late on both. Again, a situation where you want to be nasty here as the pitcher, but you can't have one go to the backstop.
Stokes looks in, gets the sign, winds up the 0-2 pitch. It's low and outside. Good stop behind the plate by Lachlan, 1-2.
Good stop.
Lachlan looks in. Stokes looks in, gets the sign. The pitch is a curveball. That's flipped the other way for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second runner as they stop him at third. I thought maybe Hamrick got a good enough jump to score, but that cuts the lead in half. 2-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, as it looks like the Troopers have woken up with 4 straight singles.
DePore got to it quickly. Good job and right, but if you're Stokes, you can't get beat on your second best pitch. You threw 2 really good fastballs to Greer, and he did not show that he was going to be able to handle it, and you get beat on a curve. You can't do it. 1-2, you can't get beat on your second best pitch.
Brings up Dylan Groom. He's playing right field. First pitch, swinging down the left field line. That's slicing foul. 2-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Stokes has got the kind of stuff where he can just stick with a fastball and locate it. Even ahead in the count, 0-2, 1-2, try to put it exactly where you want it rather than go to that curve. I don't know if we'll see a curve at all here to Greeno Groom, the lefty.
Wind up, kicks the 0-1, swinging a line drive over the head of the shortstop Paxton into left field. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold that runner as he went back on the line drive, but we are tied 2-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, as that's now 6 straight singles.
Yeah. Stokes came into this inning without a hit against him, and they're starting to barrel him up.
As that looks like it could be the end of the day for Trevor Stokes. No, I take that back. It's just his infield coming in to give him some fist bumps, telling him he's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't know how deep Casper can get in the pitching. We've seen some really good ones. Barron, Stokes, do they have a third?
I take that back. That was only the 5th straight single, but point still applies as Tyler Ormsmith steps to the plate. He had 3 RBIs in the game yesterday, looking to add on to his RBI total. Looks at a breaking ball.
That's good curve. Now that's when you throw it early. That's not your punch-out pitch, but it's a good setup pitch.
Into the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back, 0-2.
He's still got a lot on that fastball, Stokes. Ormsmith could not catch it. And mostly because he was set up on that first pitch soft curve. Now that fastball looks faster, I would stay right with a fastball.
Into the windup, the 0-2 pitch is that breaking ball off the plate away.
That might have been a show me. He didn't go through the strike zone with it. I think that was just show Ormsmith again. I can throw something slow, but I'm not going to now.
I like a high fastball here.
Yeah.
Kicks, deals the 1-2 pitch is a fastball that is fouled down the third base line.
Nice job by Ormsmith to get a piece of one that wasn't one he wanted.
As Stokes looks in, he's going to work from the stretch this pitch. That's different as he was working from the windup the last 2. The 1-2. Fastball in the outside corner, got him for his 3rd strikeout. All 3 of them peaking for out number 1.
Good pitch, good spot. A little wide, thinks Ormsmith as he stomps back to the dugout. Too close to take.
I don't know if you've seen a kid yet strike out looking that agrees with the call.
Yeah, shake your head to give the ump a handshake. Yeah, you're right. Barney, the lefty now.
First pitch is a curveball in the outside corner, 0-1.
I like that. It's not the world's best curve, but it's pretty good. And to throw it first pitch, that puts it in Barney's mind now.
The corner infielders are in. The middle infield is back. They'll roll a double play in the middle. Got to imagine corners coming home. The 0-1 pitch is low. Great stop there by Lachlan.
Yes.
As the lefty Barney steps out. Strikeout victim his first time up. Open stance. The pitch is on the ground off of Stokes. He's going to come home, and they got him.
Yeah.
That is a great play by Stokes to be heads up, find the ball, have the wherewithal to pick it up and go home. Great effort there on the, from Stowe as he dives in head first, trying to score the run.
Good play by Stokes. Everything was so loud, he probably couldn't even hear his catcher. Even if his catcher, Lachlan, was saying, come home, he just knew instinctively he had time, and that's the play. Wow.
This brings up Troy Waugh, the catcher. Grounded out to third base last time up.
Now, Raw does not run well, plays to first.
First pitch is on the outside corner. Fouled away, 0-1.
Oilers with a chance to show some resolve here. They took a 2-0 lead. They have not felt what it's like to be threatened. They got a chance to hold this rally to 2.
Comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and hit on the ground.
Got
the shortstop
time.
Pexton. Fields fires it across in the dirt. Great pick there by Hawk, or else that could have been 2. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, 2-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Man, what a ball game this has been. As you are tuned in to AA Baseball online at mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, 2-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. And Jake, it could be much worse as Stokes, after the 2-run score, gets out of the jam with the bases loaded, nobody out. He pitches around that bases loaded situation.
Yeah, you know, his fielding's been good all game, and he's trusted it. What a pick by Houck at first on that throw. I think, you know, sharing of intel might have been something, knowing you had more time if you were the shortstop Pexton, but they got it done.
Rising back to work for his second full inning. First pitch is inside.
Oof. Close.
As they're trying to figure out who the hitter is, as it looks like it's Hunter Hulk. As indeed it is, the 1-0.
Oh, yeah, the kid who made the play at first. Really nice pick.
Very, very fitting as he comes up. 2-0 the count, hitter's count. As Rising looks in.
I see Bradley Feeser next to me, the Cheyenne post-Cheyenne Sixers ace pitcher. I wanted to ask him if his shoulder's back 100%, but I'm afraid of him. He's 6'6".
The 2-0 on the inside corner, 2-1, as Rising clips it with a fastball. This is a big inning here for Rising as his team got him to tie. You know, for momentum's sake, you want to go 1-2-3 as that wind's really picking up.
Yeah.
As the hitter and the ump called times. I'm pretty sure dust is getting blown into your eyes.
Big inning for both teams. Can Sheridan keep the momentum going? Can Casper answer?
2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul down the first base line. That's actually off the net. Nearly a good play made there by the first base coach off his hands. Mark that E1C in the scorebooks.
Good looking swing by Houck.
2-2 the count, or as my good friend Elon Olive, voice of the Evanston Outlaws, would say, ballerina count.
Yes.
2-2. The pitch. Breaking ball just misses the zone. Little high, 3-2.
That's Reason's put-out pitch, his number 1 pitch, and he thought he had it there. Smaller strike zone with this umpire today in this game.
Looks in, gets the sign. The 3-2 pitch is fouled down the first base line. Does that look like a very good pitch on the outer black? We'll do it again.
Fastball away, and Houck just did spoil it. I don't think Houck wants that curve. He saw fastball. He said, that's mine. but just a little late.
Rising. The 3-2 pitch. Curveball on the ground to Hamrick. Takes a nice candy hop there. Fields fires across for out number 1. Don't know what that hit, but it popped up right to Hamrick's chest.
Well, when you're good, you get good hops. It all comes to you when you're that good as Hamrick. That ball hit well by Houck, a curveball. He was right on it.
As the wind really starting to pick up, you hear it in our crowd mic. Rising steps back on the bump. Sawyer Nielsen is 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI single to his name. Come set. First pitch is a breaking ball in the outside corner, 0-1. Great start there.
He loves his curve, Rising. He's got a good one.
Nielsen steps back in, serving as the DH in today's game. It's a close stance for Rising. Comes set, the pitch. Swinging on the ground, deep in the hole to short. Hamrick Fields fires it across to complete the out. That's a pretty solid play there from Hamrick. He made it look real easy.
And
out
it's
number 2.
Yeah, it's that play that separates all-star shortstops from average shortstops. That ball in the hole that your third baseman almost gets to because you want him to. Because when your shortstop grabs it, momentum's taking him away from first. He has a long throw to make. Hamrick made it look routine.
Rising comes set. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner to Jack Nichols. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
At some point, you just got to sit on that curve first pitch and just be ready for it.
Rising comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses high, 1-1.
He's been about 80% curveballs. The fastball has been off a little for him location-wise. You just got to sit on the curve, really. That's
the 1-1 is breaking ball. He almost shoots it down that first base line. Just fouled by a couple of inches. That's a good approach there from Nichols.
Yes, and he's good. We've seen yesterday, too. He's good going down the right field line. The reason he couldn't there is the ball was in on him, tied him up a little bit. You throw him a curve away, and he will rifle it down that right field line.
Comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with the fastball above the zone. 1-2-3 inning as the momentum swings towards Sheridan. You listen to the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
As we move to the bottom of the fifth, AP will be back in a minute here, but boy, talk about an evenly played game. Both teams with 2 runs. Even hits are even. Sheridan with 5, Casper with 4, and errors even at 0. Both teams have played clean baseball, not an error to be found. Fun game for you folks at home on mylocalradio.com. Sheridan Troopers, we're down 2-0 for most of this. If you look at the box score, scoreless through 2, then Casper put a 2 spot up in the top half of the third. Sheridan answered in their half of the fourth, and that's where we are, 2-2. Pitchers have ruled the day. Pitchers have ruled the week so far. Pitching's been really good in this tournament all around. As we're ready to get this underway, Sheridan Troopers trying to take the lead for the first time today. Remember, they come in as a top seed. They took care of Rock Springs yesterday fairly easy. Casper was in a little bit of a battle with Laramie and finally emerged victorious. So these are the two winners from yesterday. As we get underway, breaking balls tap weakly to short. Up with it, throw to first. Got him. One up, one down. Nice play by, I think that's Pexton at short, throwing to Hauk. Those two have combined in a couple of outs today. One pitch, one out. For Casper, Stokes started this game, looked really good. Got in a bit of a jam, though, surrendered just the 2 runs. As this pitch misses down and in from Stokes. He's been sharp. 56 pitches he's at as Hutton, the lefty, steps in. That pitch low in the dirt, 2-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. Third baseman Smith in on the grass because Sheridan does like to bunt a lot, as Aaron points out. They will bunt anytime, anywhere. 2-0 to Hutton. Stokes stares in and deals. Fastball hit the other way. That's in there for a base hit. Nice job of going the other way by Hutton. Didn't try to do too much with it. That was a Stokes fastball up in the zone. And if you try to pull that, you're going to have problems. And just going the other way, that's a base hit to left. Good job by Gifford to get on it quickly. Hutton's on it first. Brings up Hamrick at short. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Hamrick, boy, it's just a joy to watch him play at short. See what he can do with the bat as Hutton takes his lead at first. Stokes to the belt. And the pitch high and away, almost a pitch out.
Yeah, Hamrick was real smooth and at short last inning, as he had a couple of putouts that were very, very tough. Made him look real easy.
That's what the great ones do, huh?
As Stokes looks in, gets the sign. The 1-0 to Hamrick, swinging a ground ball in that 5-6 hole. Sliding effort from the shortstop Pexton, past him into the outfield for a base hit as he hit it in the right spot.
Yeah, 8 Pexton up a little. He had no chance to go to second. Would have been a tough play to first, and really a tough play all around as he just couldn't get a glove on it.
I was going to say, the only thing that does is it takes the eye off that 1B in the book. Makes it a single instead of an infield single.
Batting is number 1, second baseman for the Troopers,
yeah.
Trevor Stowe.
Brings up Trevor Stowe. Big opportunity here. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Stokes looks in. Gets the sign. We're going to get a timeout called.
This is a tough 1 through 5 to get through when you look at Hutton, Hamrick, Stowe. Those are 3 beasts. And then Greer and Greeno Groom. I mean, top of this order, there isn't an out there in the first 4 anyway.
Comes sent. The first pitch is inside.
I like the idea. Really good pitch. Just a bit off the black.
You know, I noticed these Sheridan hitters, they don't crowd the plate as much as we've seen from other teams, especially Trevor Stowe. He is off the plate, so his inside fastball almost looks down the middle. As that one was down the middle, he flares it out towards right field. DePorter ranges over, makes the play. As the runners go nowhere.
Yeah. I don't know about DePorter's arm and whether Sheridan has a book on it. Normally you will see a tag there from Hutton from second to third with the ball being in right field. That's a long throw, but none at all.
Well, that brings up Michael Greer. He is 1 for 2. Was part of that string of 5 straight hits to start the 4th inning.
Now batting number 13, Michael Greer.
He steps in, Stokes, looking to dance out of a jam. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, runners on first and second as a breaking ball is popped up into shallow right field as they're giving a chase. That's in the foul territory. What a play by Wilcox as he makes a running grab about 10 steps into foul territory for out number 3. As that play will do it for us here in the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and MyLocalRadio.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on MyLocalRadio.com. 2-2 as we head to the top of the 6th. This has been a great matchup between Sheridan Troopers and the Casper Oilers as the Oilers scored 2 to take the lead, and the Troopers battled back in the bottom of the 4th inning to score 2 to tie it up. As we got 2 more innings left to play, Jake.
I noticed when Ryzen warms up, he doesn't throw a single curveball. All fastballs, but he loves his curve, and let's see if somebody will heed my advice and jump on a first pitch curve.
This brings up Bryce Lachlan.
Good
first
take.
Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Rising comes set, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back, 1-1.
Fastball up where most hitters love it, but Ryson throws so many curves. When you do see that fastball, it surprises you.
1-1 the count. Rising looks in. Gets the sign. Close stance on the mound. The pitch. A breaking ball misses low, 2-1. Rising's done a good job since he came into the game for Barney.
Yeah.
He's been very
really
effective.
Good. Really good, especially for a guy who didn't have a feel for the fastball at all when he first came in. Been better.
That pitch misses, 3-1.
What a good ball game, though. You're right, Aaron. You expect these games to get better and better as the week goes on. Closer matchups.
This is a battle of the 1 seed and the 4 seed. 3-1 pitch is low for a ball. That's a leadoff walk for Bryce Lachlan. Runner on first, nobody down. Brings up Dylan DePorter. He struck out in both of his at-bats. And he steps into the box, runner on first. Sacrifice bunt opportunity here for the Oilers. If they choose, they don't. Fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. DePorter's in right. As Rising looks over, checks on the runner at first. It's Lachlan, the catcher. The pitch, here's a bunt attempt. He bunts through it, they pick back as that throw is a little offline.
Yeah, they did have Lachlan wandering a little bit. Needed a better throw, though. Oilers got to feel good about themselves. 2-2 against the top seed. I know they're not playing for a consolation prize. They want to win, and they still may win yet.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bunt attempt. He squares and bunts through it. They're going to call him out on the bunt through.
Yeah, he could not pull it back.
As that pitch nearly caught him in the face. That was more of a reaction, I think, to protect himself, as he squared his face up to the pitch, and that's a helpless feeling as a hitter.
Yeah.
It's 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up the top of the order in Pexton. 1 for 3.
Failing to get that runner over hurts. Giving up an out without moving Lachlan, tough.
First pitch swinging, that's a fly
going to die,
ball.
maybe. Well,
that is caught by Hutton as he ranges over to his left for out number 2.
Good job by Hutton. That ball went off the end of the bat. Sometimes that can fool an outfielder. It looks like it's hit well, but it wasn't really. And then the wind knocks it down. But that Hutton did get a good jump and got to it.
It's Rising, looks over to first, gets the sign. He's going to step off and reset.
Oiler dugout still making a lot of noise. They come to play this week, that's for sure.
2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning, 2-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. First pitch swinging and a line drive into left field. That's down for a base hit. As Brett Gifford.
Gifford's had a good day, hasn't he?
He's got a pair of walks and a hit. And outside of that, the 6-4-3 double play. The highs and the lows of being a hitter.
Maybe some of his foul balls. I seem to remember his swing is really good. Wilcox, we know, is having a pretty nice week in Jackson. He likes it here in the 8-3-0-0-2. Well, that'll be all for Rising. Or no? Yeah.
As it will be.
We're going to go
to a commercial break. You're listening to the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department for the May mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home, get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth as we get a timeout called by the hitter Caden Wilcox, who has had himself quite the day.
He's the guy you want up for Sheridan. This is the guy you want on the mound, although you did not want to have to use him in this one. If anything, Casper has spoiled Sheridan's plans for their pitching alignment. I'm sure they were saving Trevor Stowe for the Sixers should they get there, but they're worried now. 2-2, and I don't know how many times Stowe has worked in relief. Not very often, I wouldn't think.
As Wilcox is going to call time. He's got a double to his name and a couple of hard-hit balls, one back up the middle off a pitcher. He's 1 for 3, but he smoked that double to right center field his last time up, as this is the matchup you want to see as a fan of baseball, as that pitch misses 2-0.
Stowe has everything you want, all the tools, hard thrower, good fastball, and a sharp biting curved slider with quick late movement.
2-0, swing and a miss as Wilcox tried to untie this game with a big fly there as he took a hack at that 2-0 pitch.
Sometimes you feel like you got to swing harder against a guy who throws harder. You don't, but it's tough to tell yourself that.
Yeah, if you're going to take a hack 2-0, I don't mind that. 2-1 the count, still a hitter's count. Stowe comes set, the pitch outside, 3-1.
Yeah, one thing to watch is Stowe has not often, if at all, come in the middle of a fire. So can he handle getting warm quick?
Comes set, the 3-1 pitch, the fastball down the middle, 3-2.
Yeah, again, I know you like the big hack, Aaron, but I want to see Wilcox more under control with that swing. It's not going to help him on a Stowe fastball.
Looks like he's choking up a little bit as he steps back into the box. Stowe comes set, 3-2 pitch as he calls time before Stowe was in the middle of his pitch.
Okay, if you want to think through, that was a Stowe fastball right down the middle. If Wilcox was paying attention, do you get another one here?
Stowe comes set, the 3-2 pitch is a fastball outside.
Well, it paid off the timeout.
It'll bring up Saxton Smith. 0 for 2 with a walk, scored a run, bases are juiced. As Stowe's going to work from the windup. Into the motion, the pitch. It's low, ball 1.
Might have overthrown a little bit. And again, I think this is Trevor just not used to coming in and having trouble right off the bat.
There's an art coming out of the bullpen that some kids just don't have. As it appears Stowe, the fastball might not be one of them. 1-1.
Sexton with a good swing on that fastball, just couldn't find it.
It's been an interesting tournament so far for Smith. Opportunity here. Big RBI standing at third. Go ahead run as that misses down low, 2-1. Stowe back on the mound, into the windup. Kicks, delivers a 2-1 pitch. It's outside to the backstop. Runners coming home as they're going to have him in a pickoff. They throw to third. Not in time. Great effort at third base.
Ooh, Lachlan saw his life flash before his eyes. He was halfway home, and that quick carom off the backstop went right to Waugh. And he I don't know how he did not throw out Lachlan. Woo.
As it's
dodged a bullet.
3-1. As that pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 3-2. As Smith was ready to discard the bat.
Boy, that was in pretty tight. What a big pitch here. Biggest pitch of the game for sure.
Stowe peeks into the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again.
Runners moving. Wilcox was darn near rounding second when contact was made by Smith.
He is fast.
Yeah, he's fast.
If this ball is in the gap, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd almost guarantee the bases will be cleared.
Yeah, he could.
Especially with that head start. As Stowe, the windup's pretty methodical. Into the windup, the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball that is hit right at Hamrick as Trevor Stowe comes in and dances his way out of the inning.
Wow.
What an at-bat. What a battle that was. Hamrick makes a fine running play at shortstop on the line drive as you are listening to the 2023 AA State Tournament online at mylocalradio.com, brought to you by the good folks at Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Well, welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. And what a game this has been, Jake Nichols.
Yesterday's nightcap was super exciting and fun with Jackson Gillette, but this one, the gem of the week so far. What a ball game.
Was 2-2 heading into the top of the 7th of that game, if I believe correctly, as Jackson was able to get a run on the top of that 7th to shut the door in the bottom, as the Troopers are looking to push a run across, take a lead into the 7th inning.
Sheridan escaping danger in that last inning. That's a case where everybody did everything right. What a gutsy pitch by Stowe to throw his slider 3-2, and what a job by, who was that at bat?
It was Saxton Smith, because he roped that ball.
Yeah, he was not fooled at all. He hit a rocket, and then your shortstop makes the great snare. So, I mean, everybody did something super great. Hamrick, the shortstop, made a nice grab.
This brings up Dylan Groom. As Greeno Groom, I apologize, steps into the box bat from the left side. Stokes out on the mound for his 6th inning of work. Breaking ball misses the top of the zone. 1-0. What a performance it's been for Stokes.
Super impressive. And you got to keep a real short leash on him now, because, does he start to tire? You got to think we're getting close.
The 1-0 is low, ball 2.
Stokes, 66 pitches, so he's not up ridiculous high.
That's very, very efficient.
Yeah.
As that's low, ball 3. I'm not good at math, but that would have been 66 pitches through 5 innings. Yeah, I'm not good at math. I'm not trying to figure that out. Never mind. I thought I had it. 3-0 is a strike right down the middle.
That's been very, very good. Like 12 an inning or a little
something
over 10.
Crazy like that.
Yeah, and he's let his defense do the work. He's had good defense behind him.
3-1, swing and a ground ball to the second baseman, Wilcox. Ranges to his left field. Fires. What a play there by Wilcox.
Yeah, Wilcox took his time with it. He let that second hop happen, almost let the ball play him, and he had to hurry the throw. That was bang, bang at first. Greeno Groom gets out of the box quick. Of course, a lefty. He's got less steps to take.
And those 12 pitches in an inning include that inning that with bases loaded in the 4th.
Yeah, Stokes has benefited from a lot of quick 1, 2, 3 innings.
As that pitch misses low, ball 1. And for the Troopers, if you don't score in this inning, it is a huge inning. Try to get as many people on as possible, as the 1-0 is on this outside corner, 1-1, just to try to get the meat of your order to the plate when you hit the 7th inning. As regardless of the situation, you kind of want those guys up in the 7th. The 1-1 pitch.
Good point.
Just off the plate away, 2-1.
As far as the game of emotions, the game of momentum, Casper shocks these Sixers earlier, these Troopers right away with a 2 spot. Sheridan answers, and then Casper hanging tough.
That 2-1 pitch is tipped into the mitt. It was a breaking ball that Ormsmith just got a piece of. 2-2.
Yeah, I would stay soft with him. He struggles with the off-speed pitch on the curves.
The 2-2 pitch. As that breaking ball above the zone gets the swing and a miss for his first swinging strikeout of the contest. As if my memory serves me correct and my markings are correct, he only has 3 punch-outs. All 3 of them are Tyler Ormsmith.
Oh.
As after having 3 RBIs last night, tough day for him at the plate.
Yeah.
As that pitch bounces and it hits the batter, Barney, as it bounced up and got him on the elbow. If you're going to get hit by a pitch, one that's spiked into the ground that bounces in the grass is probably the one you want to get hit by.
I guess so. Ormsmith has K'd 3 times. You're right. Brings up Waugh, and remember, he does not have the good wheels.
So with that hit by pitch and Waugh batting in this inning, that means in the 7th inning, at minimum, Cale Hamrick will be due up in the 3 spot. Meaning, if Waugh gets on base, it would be the top of the order guaranteed up.
Yeah.
That's if the Troopers don't do something here. First pitch strike on the inside corner.
Good pitch. Stokes took a little off the fastball, aimed it, wanted to get ahead.
Stokes looks in, gets the sign. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a ground ball back up the middle as Pexton picks it up. He'll touch the bag himself, 6 unassisted. As we'll head to the top of the 7th inning, all tied at 2. You are listening to the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth as we are presenting to you the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. So it looks like Trevor Stowe back to the mound, showing how important the Sheridan Troopers think this game is. I mean, if you can win this one, that means in your last 3 days of the tournament, you have to win 2 out of 3 basically at that point, where you are eliminated with 2 losses. You only have 3 days. You win 1 more game, and you are in a huge spot, and you'll have 2 opportunities to do that. As Stowe starts the inning off with a ball down low.
Hauk, the first baseman, beginning the inning.
If you remember back in that 4th inning when they had the bases loaded, he made a big pick as that pitch is on the outside corner. 1-1. He made a big pick on a throw in the dirt, or else this could be a very different ball game.
Yeah. He's 0 for 2 with a K at the plate.
As that pitch is a strike at the belt, 1-2.
Not to take anything away from Thomas Stokes, the pitcher for Oil City, but boy, Sheridan just hasn't brought their bats yet to the tournament.
As this pitch swung on and missed, he got him with a fastball on the outside corner, 1 out in the inning.
Troopers have gone a long way with their pitching and their defense, but even against Rock Springs yesterday, you didn't get the feeling the Troopers exactly unleashed and hit a bunch of balls hard.
The windup, first pitch swinging on a breaking ball in the dirt as it skips away. 0-1 is that Sawyer Nielsen, DH.
Yeah, that's that sharp breaking slider. It's thrown hard, has a late break, late action.
The 0-1, fastball just off the plate away, 1-1. Stowe looks in and gets the sign, the 1-1 pitch. Nasty breaking ball for a strike.
That's that slower curve that has more break. That had a lot of break. Wow.
1-2 the count to Nielsen. Stowe wasting very little time. Kicks, deals, and that is tipped just out of the mitt of Waugh behind the plate.
Good job by Nielsen, making Stowe work. 20 pitches now for Trevor.
The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball is flipped out into center field. That sends Hutton back as he camps underneath it to make the play. 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch had Nielsen out on his front foot. His weight was all off. His bat was on it. He kept his hands back, but all his oomph was not there, and that's why that ball just hung up, did not carry for him.
Brings up Jack Nichols. First pitch to Nichols is a ball low, 1-0.
He's got a good eye.
I think Nichols wants to get on here just to try to quell the momentum for the Troopers. A 1-2-3 inning heading to the top, or excuse me, heading to the bottom of the 7th is a real good momentum swing.
Yeah.
As that pitch is in the zone for a strike, 1-1. Stowe kicks, deals the 1-1. Just off the plate outside, maybe low, 2-1. As Stowe into the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 2-2. And even if it's just to make Stowe throw more pitches, so maybe he can't come back as early in the week as he can to, try to grind the Troopers out. As he kicks, deals the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Hamrick makes the play on the run, lobs it across for out number 3. 1-2-3, go the Oilers here in the top of the 7th inning. We're going to keep it right here as we have fulfilled all of our commercial duties for the scheduled portion of this ball game. And me and Jake, we're just going to talk about this bottom of the 7th inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Troopers as Riley Green, Tyler Hutton, Cale Hamrick due up.
I wish I've seen more Sheridan games this year. 40-20 on the season, and I've got to think they got primarily the majority of their wins through their pitching and defense. They haven't shown a ton of but maybe it's the pitching. I don't want to belittle Stokes. He's thrown a really good game.
As he's heading out for more. This is Trevor Stokes' game. If the Oilers are going to go down, they're going to go down on the arm of Trevor Stokes, and I love to see that as this kid has got you to this point.
6 innings, scattered 7 hits efficiently, giving up the 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and here's the telling stat. He is not giving anyone a free pass.
He's a very routine-oriented kid. As before he starts each inning on the mound with his warm-up pitches, he crow hops from the back of the mound and fires one. That's something that Garrett Cole kind of, I don't know if he started, but I think he became more famous for it. As I can't really tell you the reason why, but maybe it's just to loosen the arm up, or it's a good luck thing, who knows. But Stokes is really routine-oriented. As see how much he sticks to that routine as we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Aaron Poling, Jake Nichols on the call. Max Mitchell on the 1s and 2s for us here in Jackson, Wyoming, as Game 3 of the day has been incredible. As Stokes continues to warm.
Routine, mechanics, fundamentals, that's what carries you through when there's a fire. When it's, right now starting an inning, you don't think much of routine. But when the heat's on, bases loaded, 3-2, you count on routine to keep your mind calm.
This brings up Riley Green, the 9-hitter. And if you're Green, you got to try to find any way on for the top of that order.
Yeah, and if you're Stokes, this top of the order is really tough. They've got the hits, so you need this guy. You need the 9-man, because by the time we get to Hutton, Hamrick, Stowe, that's 5 hits between those 3.
Including 2 in a row for Hutton and Hamrick. First pitch in the dirt.
Overthrew it, yeah. He threw it too hard.
I think that caught Lachlan in the hand as he flexes the hand a little bit, as he's going to go talk to his pitcher. Umpire will clean off the plate.
Saying, don't hurt me, Tom. Yeah, big at bat, obviously. Bottom of the inning. Walk-off potential, but this number 9 guy, Stokes, has got to go after him.
Riley Green steps back in, the 1-0. Breaking ball and a nasty one, 1-1.
Really good one.
After you spike a fastball about 45 feet, he drops a dirty curveball at the knees.
This is Carlson, by the way, hitting for Ryzen. You said that, Aaron? I don't remember.
No, I called him Riley Green.
Okay.
So. Riley Green was actually subbed out, I think, when Rising went into the game to pitch, and just now noticed, and we apologize for that, to 2-1. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2.
Stokes has shown a ton of battle here.
As Stokes back on the mound. Kicks, deals the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Carlson choked up, did what he wanted to, just get a piece until you get something manageable.
He steps back into the box. Stokes steps back on the rubber. Into the windup, the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, Smith. Fields fires it across, off the bag, but a nice tag play there at first by Hawk, as his defense has been great for the Oilers
He
for
has.
out number 1.
He looks really smooth there. Obviously, he works at being a first baseman. A lot of things first basemen do that other players don't, that you got to work on, and there's one of them. It's the stretch, the pick of a ball in the dirt, and then there's that sweep tag.
Brings up Tyler Hutton. Wind up, first pitch to Hutton is high, 1-1.
Boy, Smith really in on the grass at third. They're expecting a bunt here from Hutton, who's got good wheels.
Kicks, delivers the 1-0. High again, 2-0.
Well, Stokes not making it any easier on himself, is he?
2-0 to Hutton. He steps back in that left-handed batter's box. Stokes, the pitch. It's a strike on the inside corner, 2-1.
Good one.
I think Hutton's looking for any way on. Try to use his legs. His legs are a really good asset to the Sheridan Trooper team. 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball flared into left. That's going to send Guilford over as he makes the play for out number 2.
That hung up nicely for Gifford and left. Plenty of time, camped under it. And we might be in for some bonus baseball here, Aaron, unless
Cale Hammock has something to say about that. 2 for 3 in the contest. As Hamrick steps in, Stokes on the mound. Into the windup, the first pitch is low and away. Ball 1.
Well, to get ahead of things, I mean, want to be the rare time where a starting pitcher could be in there in extras as far as the pitch count. Stokes has thrown 88, not bad, but he's got to be starting to tire.
Hamrick back into the box. Kicks, delivers the 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball, belt high in the middle of the zone for strike.
Good one. Stokes does not have a A-grade curve, but I love when he uses it and where he places it. Good one.
Stokes fires a 2-2 pitch. Is that curveball high, 2-1. And I think the best asset for Stokes pitching is probably in between his ears, as I think he pitches very well. He knows when to throw that breaking ball, when to pitch backwards, when to, go fastball first.
Sets guys up well, doesn't throw balls, doesn't walk people is key.
Comes a 2-1 pitch, is low, 3-1 is Hamrick. If he gets on base, he's got pretty good wheels too with Trevor Stowe on deck.
Yeah, Hamrick will be off and running right away, but we're not there yet. The Stokes has not walked anyone.
Comes the 3-1 pitch, and he does.
Uh-oh.
As the first walk is to Cale Hamrick. So if you're Trevor Stowe at the plate, do you anticipate your base runner stealing, and how many pitches do you get for the steal?
Yeah, it's up to your coach. That's a call from the third base box. But you're taking at least 1 or 2 to get Hamrick comfortable with a jump, which is a good reason to go first pitch, fastball down the middle. Give your catcher time, Lachlan, to make a throw to second if he has to, and assume Stowe is not swinging first pitch.
Stokes comes set, holds at the waist. The pitch is a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. As I was going to say, maybe on the outside corner. You don't want to groove one to Stowe just in case he is first pitch swinging.
Don't want to disrespect him that much.
I was going to say you'd hate to lose one-on-one between the uprights past the left field fence. As Stokes comes set. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a fly ball down the right field line is Hamrick.
Notice Stokes staying 2 fastballs. I don't know if Trevor Stowe can bank on this one being also a fastball, but now with 2 strikes, it's different. You wouldn't likely run on this count because of a pitch-out potential. So now you can go with something off speed.
I think you're getting a breaking ball at the plate, so I think this should be the pitch that the runner goes. Comes set, the pitch. Is that breaking ball hit on the ground to short as Paxton fields, and we are heading to extra innings as you are listening to the 2023 AA State Baseball Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. As we are in extra innings, top of the 8th inning, new pitcher on the mound for the Troopers as they're going to save Trevor Stowe for a different day.
And they're also burning through their arms. Hutton is not exactly a mop-up guy. He's a quality lefty.
First pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Possibly just giving him an inning. You know, do what you can to get through extras. I mean, you got to win today's game before you start thinking about tomorrow's.
Exactly. You're not playing the long game if you're Sheridan.
So that pitch is stung past a diving Hamrick into left field for a base hit.
Hamrick might have left his feet a little early, but still, there's not 1 in 100 shortstops that make that catch. Wow. Boy, these Oilers.
They're here to play, man. They are here to play.
They are. And they've been loud and energized. They were yesterday against Laramie. That energy really helped them carry that win. And from the onset in this one.
First pitch bunt attempt, no go. As they try to pick off, I think if they're able to hold on to the ball, that might have been an out. But instead, it's a safe.
Lachlan taking his time getting back. Made it close. See if DePorter squares again. Third baseman Greer thinks so.
They pinch hit for DePorter. I'm trying to find the pinch hitter. It's 2-0. As 1 second, let me look at our rosters. We get photos of rosters in between games, so it's hard to find that player right away, as it is number 2. As he bunts, popped it up. Good hustle from Waz. He's able to get underneath it to make the play.
Off the screen.
Oh, I was going to say from down here that looked really good, and he looked real nonchalant about that. I was going to say, hey, man, that's a big out.
He would have celebrated more.
As it's Tyson Namkin at the dish, 2-1 the count. As he's got a job to do.
Yeah, those bunt attempts didn't look too good. Do you try it again? Yep.
As he pulls back, 3-1.
Well, you're going to show bunt here no matter what because it does kind of unravel some pitchers. We'll see if it bothers Hutton, but normally squaring the bunt sometimes gives pitchers problems.
Kicks, delivers a 3-1 pitch. Bunt fouled straight back. That hit Waugh.
Yeah, that was a strike, so good bunt attempt. Now you got to be a hitter.
Situationally,
3-2.
You have to get that runner over to first, whether.
Yeah, even a dribbler to the right side. Some kind of contact.
Hutton's 3-2 pitch is high, and he does just that by drawing a walk.
Oh, boy.
I always felt as a hitter, if you can't get the runner over, the least you could do is try to walk and get on base. So we're going to have a pinch runner.
I mean, this is not a David Goliath, but it's funny. It's a chippy team making a bunch of noise. Sheridan's dugout's been mainly quiet all game, and you could call that a professionalism. We've been here. We're the favorites, but something to be said for emotion in this game for sure.
First pitch is a ball. 1-0. It looks like Grant Nipper will be running as Tyson Napkin drew the walk. Hutton kicks, delivers the 1-0, the bunt down the third baseline. Fielded by Greer, fires, and that's going to get away as the go-ahead run's going to score for the Oilers and move both runners up, second and third, nobody out. Chance at a huge inning for your 2 and 3 hitters coming up next. The Oilers take a 3-2 lead on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard here in the 8th.
Yowza. Here's what that rotation play does that you don't like, Aaron. That's a second baseman fielding at first, not nearly as used to picking a ball out of the ground. He couldn't there, the second baseman Stowe. He tried to just block it, which is the right play, and keep the runner at third, but he couldn't do either. And that's, I think a regular first baseman picks that cleanly. Oh, boy, Oilers. Shocker here.
As Gifford squares the bunt, takes a strike.
Greer at third is well in for that bunt. Another thing is with your third baseman charging playing the bunt, nobody's covering third, so there's never going to be a throw there.
The pitch, runner goes as they cut it off and they let it go through. What a play that was to get the out. That is one of my favorite plays in baseball, where the second baseman cuts across, he reads if that runner goes. The runner goes, second baseman picks it, throws it home, get the out. Instead, he lets it through, and they get the caught stealing.
Yep. Nipper never made a attempt to come home.
Pitch is high. He got froze.
That fooled him, yep.
Absolutely one of my favorite plays in baseball that I think every team should run. It takes two players like Hamrick and Stowe to be able to run it, but when you're able to, as a 2-1 swung on and missed, 2-2.
And let's not fail to mention Waugh. How about that throw to gun down the runner? Infield in all around. They're going to cut down Nipper if they have to.
2-2 pitch is a breaking ball just outside, 3-2. As Gifford.
Wilcox on deck, so if you're Hutton, take your chances here.
Pitch swung on. Fly ball into right field. As Grom catches, fires home. The throw in time, and they got him. What a play that was from right field to throw the runner out at home. Inning double play. What a throw. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Double-A Baseball, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. 3-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Oilers looking to close out the upset as they send Stokes back to the mound to start his 8th inning of work. Man, that's a great start for a major league pitcher.
Yeah.
This is past regulation for a American Legion pitcher.
He deserves this, but Sheridan doesn't care about that. What a throw from Barney to complete that double play the end of the inning. He was the starting pitcher for the Troopers, went 2 2/3 through 59 pitches, still had enough left in that left arm to gun one home on the fly. Boy, Casper's so close here to the upset, they can taste it. But the Troopers, I'm sure, will not make it easy.
This brings up Michael Greer Dylan Groom and then Tyler Ormsmith due up here for the Troopers.
So you don't have Hutton, Hamrick, and Stowe. That's the good news if you're Stokes. Greer is 1 for 2. Greeno Groom 1 for 3. Ormsmith has K'd 3 times.
First pitch to Groom is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Kicks, deals the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball's popped up to the right side. That's going to slice foul and out of play.
Boy, that's a good curveball to Greer. He's already ahead 0-2. His command and control has been his biggest asset, just the one walk.
0-2 the count for Stokes. As he kicks and deals. Popped up on the right side. As that's sending the first baseman Hawk back to the fence. Great effort there as the right fielder, DePorter. Oh, it was DePorter. It might be different
Nipper.
now. Nipper there. Runs
Nipper
into the fence.
Came in to pitch and run. You see why. He's got some good speed. And, yeah, he was on that. He ran out of room, hit the wall. I like Stokes not wasting any time. He knows he's on a limited pitch count, and I don't mean like how many. It's just how much is left in his arm. He didn't mess around. 0-2, he went right after Greer.
Into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, smack back up the middle, right to the center fielder Nichols. He puts that away for out number 1.
That was hit well by Greer. Good 0-2 curve, maybe too good. Got too much of the plate. But his fielders have been his biggest asset. Stokes knows that. He pitches to contact, not a big strikeout guy. He trusts his fielders, and they've been really good today.
This brings up Groom.
Both teams defensively have been good. We have 0 errors for either team, Aaron. You don't see that a lot.
No, this has been a tremendous ball game.
Yeah.
Dylan Greeno Groom steps to the dish, batting from the left side.
He's aggressive first ball hitter a lot.
First pitch.
Not
Strike
that
at the
time.
knees, 0-1.
He also will go the other way. Keep an eye on Gifford in left, who's been very good.
Stokes, the windup, the 0-1. Outside, ball 1.
Outfield exactly straight away. Don't know whether Greeno Groom's going to pull or go the other way. You can't tell. He's a real good spray hitter.
Stokes, the motion, the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball low, 2-1.
Yeah, Stokes asked, was that low? Catcher now relays the question, was that low, Lachlan? And yes is the answer.
2-1 pitch is a breaking ball above the zone. 3-1.
Greeno Groom, for an aggressive hitter that I talked him up to be, is showing no signs that he wants to swing here. I just groove one.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball through the infield for a base hit. As he got a 3-1 fastball down the middle, he deposits that into right field. That's going to bring up Tyler Ormsmith. He is 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs, but can rectify all of that with one swing right here.
Yep, he can, and we're getting pitch count. Yes, he's at 104, the coaches asked. Yes, he is, Stokes.
So that means Stokes has one more batter. If he can induce a ground ball here.
Yeah, and Ormsmith, high strikeout guy, as we've said, so a swing and miss guy. I don't know, you want him to hit into a double play to end this, or do you want to K him if you're Stokes? You'll take either.
Saxton Smith's over there loosening his arm up. Looks like he'll be the pitcher to come in if we get to that point. Pitch 105 is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Ormsmith, though, had 3 RBIs last night.
Good pitch right down the middle. Ormsmith not going to see one better than that.
Comes the 0-1 pitch. His breaking ball down the line, just foul as he gave it a go.
That's a good sign, though. He struggled with that curve and seemed to be read that a little better. All right, now if you're Stokes, this can't be anywhere near the plate. Got to hope Ormsmith will chase one, keep it out of the dirt, maybe high and hard.
Stokes comes set. The pitch is low. Good stop behind the plate there from Lachlan.
Real good.
Every pitch in the dirt becomes bigger as that runner on first cannot get to second base on a pass ball. That would be a catastrophic event for the Oilers.
Green-out Groom showing no steal attempt, but with 2 out, he might be off if we get there.
The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down the line. Foul.
That kind of hung a little for Stokes. Not his best curve. I still think 1 and 2. Trust your fastball, even if you don't quite have all of it at this point.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Is that back up the middle? Fielded at second to throw to first. And that is it. Game-ending double play. Thomas Stokes, 8 innings pitched, complete game, wins it as the Casper Oilers upset the Sheridan Troopers as they're looking for an appeal to home plate to see if he pulled his foot.
Well, it's Houck. I would say no. Wilcox has been so good offensively. What a play he made to start the double play with a backhand stab, and then Houck at first with the stretch.
As they're going to go talk to the umpires, as they're going to confer, but it doesn't look like they're going to get the answer they want, as that'll do it for us here from the Union broadcast booth. That's game 3 of 4, and what a game 3 of the day that was. Man, that was so much fun. As we are going to move along to our post-game show. And it's time for the Dr. McKay Francom Precision Play of the Game, as I'm an idiot and screwed up the graphic there. But, you know, I think the Precision Play of the Game is real easy, as that last double play right there, as that's really what ended the game. What a play that was by the second baseman, Wilcox. As that's our Dr. McKay Francom Precision Play of the Game. We're going to let Jake Nichols walk around and walk back in to see if he agrees that last double play has got to be the precision play of the game, right? A little bit of a wry smile. Oh, there were some absolute incredible plays.
A lot of candidates, but when the pressure's on to close the game, that was as good as any play today.
And it is time for your Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. That is what I like. And I think this one's easy. Thomas Stokes, right?
Stokes. Sheridan, I don't know that they're a prolific offense, but they've got to be good enough to win 40 games in 60 tries, and they didn't look comfortable at the bat. Stokes was super good.
The defense was also incredible for the Oilers, too. Man, what a win that is for the Oilers. They upset the number 1 seed, as this has turned out to be a great tournament so far, Jake. Man.
Wait a minute. This has thrown a wrench in everything. We were expecting the Sixer Trooper showdown, maybe not. And then the pitcher Sheridan had to use. That's all messed up. So it's anybody's contest now.
Join us at approximately 7 o'clock for the next game, as it will be the Jackson Giants taking on the Cheyenne Post Sixers. As what a game that's going to be, as I'm Aaron Poling for Jake Nichols and Max Mitchell here in the Union broadcast booth. Thank you for joining us. Man, this has been so much fun. Tune in for the 4th game of our quadruple header in about a half hour.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.